Somehow, we've reached a point on TikTok where being a food addict with Wi-Fi is now a viable career path. And the mascot for this terrifying evolution? A man named Tismala Hood Legend, or as I like to call him, the first person to Uber just to DoorDash himself food. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. This man is literally renting cars through Uber's program just so he can eat. Not to work, not to pay bills, just to make it easier for him to devour his 5th junior bacon cheeseburger in a parking lot. And I know what you're thinking. That's wild, but probably exaggerated. No, it's not. This is real life. This is happening. And when I tell you what this man has been posting online, you're not ready. Listen, y'all know I don't usually cover mukbang creators unless there's a real reason.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But Tismala isn't just a content creator. He's a walking contradiction. A man who says, I don't beg, while simultaneously pinning his Cash App and asking people to fund his McDouble addiction.
Give me money to my Cash App, because I don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
And the saddest part? He's not just destroying his own health. He's turning himself into a meme for clout. And TikTok is eating it up. Pun fully intended. So who is Tismala Hood Legend? He's a 27-year-old TikToker who's made a name for himself doing mukbang videos. And I don't mean little let's review a burger content. I mean high-calorie, stomach-stretching, borderline medical emergency-level eating. This man's catchphrase is,
every day we eat good.
And that sounds fun until you realize eating good in this context means consuming 4,000 to 6,000 calories in one sitting, while sitting shirtless in a chair, usually out of breath halfway through the sentence. Now, before anyone says I'm body shaming, no. That's not what this is. This is a reality check. Because this isn't just about weight, it's about behavior, delusion, addiction, hypocrisy. And the fact that this man is spiraling in real time for entertainment, while still expecting people to fund it. Let's talk numbers for a second. His videos consistently pull hundreds of thousands of views. His most viral ones cross the 1-2 million view mark. On Live, he openly says, send money to my Cash App so I can eat today. He has no job, but owns a $250 cooler and multiple deep fryers. And now, he's renting Uber cars at $260 a week, not to work full-time, but just to get food. That's not content creation. That's a man creating a crisis for content. But here's where it gets real messy. When another YouTuber made a video calling this out, Tismala responded with the most unserious denial ever. He said, and I quote, I ain't begging, I'm too prideful. Sir, prideful people don't have send me McDonald's money pinned to the top of every live. This isn't just begging, this is digital panhandling with a cheeseburger filter. And let's not forget, he has a CDL license. That's a commercial driver's license, meaning he's qualified to drive trucks and make $35 or $40 an hour. But instead of locking in and working, this man is sitting in a recliner, sweating through a crop top t-shirt, eating baby back ribs at 2 a.m. like it's his full-time job. And the Uber situation? Oh, you're not ready. He claimed he couldn't work because he didn't have the $250 deposit required for Uber's car rental. But somehow, days later, he magically had it. So now he's paying Uber $260 a week, but he's barely driving.
Eat food all day.
Cranberry juice, fried chicken with oxtail gravy, some junior bacon cheeseburgers, bacon, egg, and cheese on the bagel, 2 Whopper Juniors.
Damn. Instead, he's using the car to go on solo food tours, eating Jamaican food, McDonald's, oxtail with gravy, and who knows what else, all in one shift. It's like watching someone sign up to be an Uber driver just to become their own customer. And here's the kicker. He thinks this is normal. He genuinely believes he's being productive. He called it a grind. Brother, the only thing you're grinding is the drive-through speaker at 3 a.m. Let's pause right here. This man had a paid collab lined up with another creator, Meech 2 times. A fellow mukbang TikToker, someone with a big platform, offered to drive to him, pay for the food, and even pay him $150 just to film a video. Not only did Tismala ghost him initially, but when Meech followed up and asked how he was doing mentally, you know, after Tismala publicly said he was feeling suicidal, he hit him back with, I'm not trying to be friends. Let's keep this business. That's not business, bro. That's ego. And you know what's worse? He turned down someone who genuinely cared, while running to streamers like Aiden Ross and DDG, who literally put him on a roast panel for laughs. They invited him on an e-date, just to make fun of his weight. And Tismala? Sitting there laughing, smiling, like this is the best moment of his life. It's honestly sad. Because it shows exactly where his priorities are. Validation from the wrong crowd and rejection of people who actually care. At this point, every day we eat good isn't a slogan. It's a cry for help dressed up like a catchphrase. It's not a vibe, it's a warning. And here's the thing people keep missing. This man isn't trying to be a content creator. He's trying to survive off delusion. Let's keep it real. If this guy went live one day and said, "I'm gonna change my life," you know what his fan base would do? Laugh, scroll, move on. Because the truth is, nobody's watching Tismala for a comeback arc. They're watching for the train wreck. He built a brand on chaos, and now the audience expects him to crash every time. That's why he can't pivot to real content. Not because he can't, but because he's addicted to the attention that comes from failure. You ever notice how he only brings up depression when the Cash App's running low? He's not asking for help. He's fishing for emotional tips. I'm feeling low today. Translation: someone send $10 before I fake cry into a Popeye's biscuit. Bro's not looking for therapy. He's looking for guilt donors. And the worst part is, it works every time. Because people on TikTok treat this like a live-action reality show, not someone's actual life. They're too deep in the "lols cow" memes to recognize that this man is literally falling apart on camera. And he's performing the collapse for clout. This is something nobody's talking about. Tismala isn't just broke. He's not just unhealthy, he's comfortable with it. This is a man who turned his pain into content, his isolation into aesthetic, and his life into a loop. Eat, beg, overshare, collapse, repeat. There's no growth. There's no arc. It's just content farming his own destruction. Like, he'll post a TikTok crying in his car about being homeless. Then the next day go viral eating a full rack of ribs in that same car, smiling like it's Thanksgiving. Bro, you're not eating good. You're eating alone, in debt, and on a countdown. This isn't mukbang. It's slow-motion self-harm with extra sauce. Let's talk about the most depressing twist of all this. Tismala could have won. He had the face, the catchphrase, the recognizability, the CDL license, the TikTok virality, the sympathy, the platform, everything. He could have pivoted. Not into boring IRL fitness streams. No, that's not even his style. I'm talking high energy, real talk food reviews, where he talks trash, makes people laugh, and actually takes care of himself on the side. You know what that is? That's branding. He could have been like, every day we eat good, but clean. Every day we eat good, but smart. Even something funny like, every day we eat healthy, but don't tell my dietitian. He could have leaned into the funny big guy with a brain lane. It exists. There's a market. But instead, he picked the worst possible route, becoming a walking cautionary tale.